Tombstone, Arizona Territory, July 29, 1886.
Hello. Can I help you?
You Miss Nellie Cashman?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm a friend of Bill Doolin's, and he told me his wife Katie was staying here. I got a message for her.
Well, Bill can tell her himself. He'll be in on the 1 o'clock stage in just a few minutes.
Well, that's part of the message, ma'am. Bill ain't gonna be on it.
Why? Something happened?
No, there's just a little delay. He'll be in on a later stage.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll tell her.
Well, the rest of the message is kind of personal, ma'am, and Bill, he wanted me to tell her that part of it myself, personally.
It's number 7, just down the hall. Harris, you were eavesdropping.
Mm-hmm.
For the news, of course.
Oh, of course.
Well, at least you're honest. Bill. You're not Bill.
An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Tombstone Territory.
Early afternoon, July 29, 1886. Hello, Clay.
Oh, Harris. What can I do for the mighty epitaph today?
Well, I'm doing a story on Bill Doolin. Thought you might like to make a statement for me.
All right. Bill Doolin's welcome.
That all?
That's it.
Well, I hope you can spare it. Look, you're the one who sent him off to jail, Clay.
Well, look, Harris, I've got nothing against Bill. He's done his 5 years, he's clean, and he's welcome. When I see him, I'll let him know. But if you're really hurting for a story, why don't you talk to Mr. Willison?
Mr. Willison?
He's the federal attorney who's going to prosecute Ab Clinton for murder.
Oh, I've done that story to death, Clay. Everything about it, including the fact that you're the chief witness against Ab. It's old stuff. No offense to you, Mr. Willison.
What's the matter, Harris? Things too dull for you? Me, I like 'em that way.
Well, there's the 1 o'clock stage.
Come on!
Mrs. Doolin here?
Well, you must be Bill Doolin. Hello. I'm so glad to know you. Katie's spoken of you so often.
Is she here?
Well, no, she isn't. I think she left with that friend of yours, the man who brought the message that you wouldn't be on the 1 o'clock stage.
I was on the stage and I sent no message.
Doolin! You better come with me, Doolin.
What do you want?
Ain't nothing I want. If you want to see your wife again, you better come with me.
That afternoon, Bill Doolin was taken to a shack, a short ride from Tombstone.
So you're Doolin.
That's right.
We've got your wife. Oh, she's safe.
Who are you?
Clinton is the name. This is my boy Joe. I've got another boy named Ab. He's in jail in Tombstone.
I don't see as how this has anything to do with me.
My boy Ab is up on a murder charge. They say he killed a man. Oh, he did it. But he isn't going to hang. They've only got one witness, the sheriff. And if he doesn't get to court, they've got no case. I want you to see that the sheriff doesn't testify.
I'm not doing your dirty work.
Maybe I didn't make it clear. It'll be your wife or the sheriff, one or the other.
Why me? Why not him?
This is a job for a man, not a boy.
What do you mean? I can take care of that sheriff.
Have you seen those graves out on Boot Hill? A lot of them are filled with men that thought they were better than the sheriff.
Well, I don't care nothing about that.
You'll do as I say. You were right, Mr. Doolin. A man ought to do his dirty work himself. But I've got one boy up for murder and the other itching for a kill. If this isn't done right, they'll both be dead. Killed or hanged. I don't like what I'm doing, but I see no other way. And when this is done, I'm going to take my boys back home to Chicago. I don't like it, Doolin, but this is the way it's got to be.
Where is Katie?
Put away, safe. You get the sheriff, you'll get her back.
I got no reason to kill Hollister.
Sent you away, didn't he? You came back to get him. Nobody's going to blame you if it's a fair draw. It's got to be the way I say. Your wife or the sheriff.
You want it done?
Now.
If anything happens to Katie, I'll get you. And him.
Doolin had his orders. In Tombstone, the grim stage was set.
Hi, Bill.
What's Doolin up to?
Bill, welcome back to Tombstone.
Hollister, you're a craw-belly coward. Hiding behind a badge.
You gonna take that? Or are you gonna be man enough to try to do something about it?
Well, what's eating on you, Bill?
Draw your gun, Hollister.
Oh, now, hold on.
Make your play.
No. You're not pushing me into a gunfight.
Bill, no! You've got to think of Katie. This isn't going to do any good.
You've got 24 hours to get out of Tombstone.
You ever see a quicker draw than that?
The morning of July 30. The epitaph had already gone to press. Bill Doolin is welcome in Tombstone, says Sheriff Hollister. Makes a fine story, doesn't it? You welcome a gunman, and he turns around and tries to kill you. The town's concerned. I think you ought to make a statement.
I already made one. It still stands.
Are you serious?
I am.
Well, it doesn't make sense.
No,
Clay.
it doesn't, Harris, and that's what worries me. Why does Bill Doolin want to kill me?
I don't know. The point is he does. The other point is, what are you going to do about it?
Try to find out why.
The people are scared, Clay, and I don't blame them. They need reassurance from you.
Such as what?
Such as what? A man embittered by 5 years in prison tries to kill you. A sensible man would simply put him in jail where he belongs.
Well, I'll do that if it's necessary, but I'm not ready yet. Something about this just doesn't add up.
You're a stubborn mule.
Mule, huh? Print that and I'll sue you for libel.
I might just win.
When I told Bill about the stranger, all he said was that he had never sent a message to Katie.
Well, do you know who the stranger was?
No, I never saw him before in my life. And the funny thing is that Katie never came to pick any clothes up.
Did Katie talk much about Bill?
All the time.
Did you get the impression that he was bitter?
No. As a matter of fact, she showed me one of his letters once. In it, he said how glad he was that the old life was over with and how happy he was to be starting a new one.
Yeah, but to the best of your knowledge, did he hold a grudge against me?
No. Well, Katie never said anything, but Clay, I'm sure he didn't.
He said that they had plans for a new life. Do you know what they were?
Katie had bought a few acres out by Willow Creek. When Bill came back, he was going to farm it and eventually get a few head of cattle. There was nothing on that property but a little old shack.
Thanks for all the help.
Be careful, Clay. Bill is fast.
Yeah, we know that, don't we?
From a storage room above Allen Street, the Clintons kept a close check on Clay Hollister.
Take it easy.
Sheriff ain't packing his gun. How come?
That way, maybe he thinks Doolin won't shoot him.
Hollister seems about to visit Doolin. You circle around, beat him there.
I got something else to do.
Get moving. Get at it. Hello, Bill. I've come for an explanation.
You got till sunset to get out of town.
What are you trying to prove?
The deadline's sunset.
Look, I rode out here without a gun because
Because you knew I wouldn't shoot a man that was unarmed.
Because I want you to see that we haven't got any differences. Why do you want to shoot me?
I got no choice. It's Katie's life or yours. I got no choice.
Noon, July 30, 1886. The sheriff's authority had been challenged. Fear began to snake its way through the people of Tombstone. If Clay Hollister couldn't stop the threat of a gunman, what chance did the people have? Things are out of hand, Clay. You've got no choice. You've got to jail Doolin. You've just got to. Living 5 years with a grudge must have twisted his mind.
Oh, he's not twisted, Harris. You don't understand. He said something about my life or Katie's.
Well, I'm trying to understand. I'm especially trying to understand you.
Hello, Clay. Did you want to see me?
Yeah. Come on.
Hello, Harris.
That stranger that came to see Katie, did he look like a Clinton?
Well, I don't know the Clintons.
What about you, Harris? Could that have been Ab's brother?
Well, he didn't look like Ab.
I think there was a brother.
Wait a minute. It seems to me
Seemed to you what?
that Ab Clinton threw a big party, sort of a family reunion. Sure he did. 3 years ago. He even had a picture taken at Ebel's studio on Tough Nut Street. I'm going to check the epitaph files.
We'll meet you at Ebel's.
You gotta excuse me, Sheriff, but it's been almost 3 years. These files get sloppy.
The picture, Sam.
Man, you'd think it was a matter of life and death.
It is. The picture.
There it is. The Clinton party.
That's the man who brought the message to Katie.
Name is Joseph Clinton.
Here it is. I found it. Present at the party honoring Ab Clinton was his brother Joseph, who hails from Phoenix. Also present was his father William Clinton, who came all the way from Chicago, where he figures prominently on the wheat exchange in that city.
Yeah, that's old man Clinton.
The Clintons have Katie.
You'd better arrest the father and Joe. Start a posse searching.
No, by the time you got to Katie, she'd be dead. The Clintons have you very neatly trapped.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to have another talk with Doolin.
Look, I'm a friend of Katie's. Maybe I...
No.
Oh, what about me? I'll go. But what'll I say to Doolin?
We'll have to figure that out.
I tried to tell him. He wouldn't listen.
I like Bill.
I'll try again.
Whiskey.
Joe has Katie in a room looking down on the street. If you don't get Hollister, she'll never leave that room. If you kill him, get on your horse and ride out to the shack. Half an hour later, we'll put Katie on a horse and send her after you. Let's go.
As soon as I finish my drink.
What were you talking about?
He tried to sell me a subscription to the epitaph.
The afternoon of July 30, 1886. 24 hours had passed. It was obvious Clay Hollister was not leaving Tombstone.
Did you speak to Bill?
I talked to him, but I don't know what he'll do.
You can't gun a sheriff and get away with it, Bill.
Draw.
You got no reason.
Draw!
Bring him to my house.
Now you just keep your mouth shut and you'll see your husband.
Here, put him on the table. Take this gun. Somebody go and get a doctor, quickly. Thank you very much. We can manage now.
Boy, he is fast.
I'm glad he listened and missed.
Yeah.
Clay Hollister, do you mean to say that you planned this whole thing with Bill Doolin?
Clay.
Well, it looks that way.
Clay, they've got Katie upstairs above the barber shop.
It's my part of the deal.
Katie?
Mm-hmm.
To see me, Clay?
Yeah, Billy, I want you to sign a complaint.
Against who?
Father of the Clinton boys. Walker, bring in Mr. Clinton.
What happens to the old man now?
Conspiracy to commit murder, kidnapping, a life sentence for sure. Take off your hat. Can you identify him as the man who plotted the whole thing?
I've been to jail. I can't be responsible for putting a man behind bars, no matter what he's trying to do to me.
Maybe it doesn't matter. He's got a conscience.
Old man Clinton went home without his sons. Tombstone never saw him again.
Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be, whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory. If your past has run afoul of the law, it's a handy place to be. 'cause your future's just as good as your draw in Tombstone territory. Whistle me up a memory, whistle me back where I wanna be. Whistle a tune that'll carry me to Tombstone territory.